What's up? There we go. How's everybody doing? Yo, what's up, Dusty? What's up, Immortal 2 Gamer? Are you guys ready to gamble on something completely pointless? What do we do this morning? A man thought. Odin Hardbot? The run back? Options. Kill 100 strafe bots? That mic sounds different? Yeah, we got a new setup. I hope it sounds better. VOD reviews? Yes, sir. Every morning. These morning slots, the one you're here right now, always VOD review. Alright? Always. There may be some other content during them, but there'll always be at least one VOD review. Morning for you? Yeah, it is 6:30 in the morning for me. I've just woken up. I've got my coffee. Yeah, let's do eliminate 100. What time was strafe on, you said? Okay. What type of time do you think we're looking at? You chamber VOD reviews? Yes, sir. Go check the FAQ on Discord. I think we'll do under 120. Start a prediction. Eliminate 100 under 120. Yes. No. DPI. I'm on 3200 DPI. Let's play a .058 this morning. I'm just feeling like lowering it a bit. Morning, it's Maury. What's up, Jay Lincoln? Oh, did you redeem your chest? Let me check. All right, I see it. I see it. I got you. I got you. Am I sick? No, no, no. New microphone? Bots are strafing. Yes. Yeah, I should sound a bit more high quality. Hey, Lincoln, we gotta cut this stuff out, man. You don't talk to me about Discord messages and Twitch chat, dude. Your prediction? Wow, that's a lot on yes. You do sound smoother. Hey, that's good. What's the point of the tracker review? Not much. Honestly, you could do one yourself. Save your points. All I'm looking at is how consistently you're playing and whether or not you're sticking to like one good main role. Like a lot of people, the biggest issues I'll see is they'll have, 3-day gaps in their ranked grinds. They'll play 10 games one day, way too much, and they'll flex all the time. And those are the main things that I'm looking for. I'm not really going to be looking for anything else. I don't really care about your stats like headshot percentage, ADR. I don't think those are super indicative of anything important. So you can save yourself the money and just go check your own tracker for those things I just listed. That's pretty much all I look at. All right, let's start the challenge. Whoa, they can spawn over there, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh no, this guy's movement. Gotta lower my set. I raise it. Why can they go that wide, man? A little annoying, huh? Oh my goodness. Strafing's annoying. It's like I'm playing ranked, man. But we're not looking good for the 120. Holy cow. Getting an arm workout before VOD review today. Oh, come on. For the boys. Oh, we gotta go fast. I'm trying. I don't think we hit it. Dude, the strafes. They're tricky. Nah. We did not get it. Voted no? Yeah, Void. You just... That is insane profit. Is it okay if you use raw Excel or should you just ignore it? It doesn't. It doesn't fucking matter, bro. Look, as long as you swipe on your whole mouse pad and you don't do more than like a 360, you're fine. Yeah, too many of you are out here like worrying about things that do not matter. Another challenge? Nah, let's go right into the VOD review for Trade Chess. What's up, Doma Dominator? Alright, Trade Chess. Drop it. Drop it. Let's see the VOD. I have no idea, Immortal 2 Gamer. I don't look at ADR. Depends how many games, too, for 40% win rate. Like, if we're talking 100 games, that shit your fault for sure. We're talking 10 games? No idea. Could be anything. Trade Chess. All right, I got your notes. We were gold 2. Oh, yeah, I remember. I gave you aim training. I want that Viper on Icebox VOD. That sounds the most interesting. Yeah, generally that's correct, Life TV, but there's such a wide range of ADRs you could have on any of these agents that it doesn't really matter. Like, just in the top 10 players, like Xander's controller ADR is significantly lower than like Zom's is, which doesn't make sense. Xander's always higher rank, but he just plays differently. It's a different play style. All right, we got our Icebox game. All right, K11 hashtag K11. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Look what happens when a man who needs it boots up aim labs. This dude hasn't lost a single game. He lost one game on Fracture. 9-2. All right, good shit, good shit. You play on your alt? Okay, let me pull up the alt as well. Here, wait. I have to save this tracker to your profile. All right. Sometimes hashtag GG well played. Let's see. Oh, we're doing worse on our alt. Well, recently we're doing really well on our alt, actually. Something has changed. Let's go watch the VOD. Yeah, this is the aggro Omen player who had 50 FPS, and I clickbaited saying it's the first person I told to go aim. So if we go look at his notes from last time, they're not very interesting because I saw utility usage way better than gold. I saw aim that was like bronze. And so I just told him to play deathmatch and aim train. Actually, let's make sure he did his deathmatch. Okay. We have to pull up both accounts. Great. Make sure he didn't cheat out on me. Where's his other one? Here it is. Oh, yeah. Let's see. This was the 21st. All right. We only started the deathmatch seriously a couple days ago. Looks like the 26th is when we really started playing it. So it's only been like 4 days. I don't know why it only has 2 accounts. Yeah, I mean, there's a million reasons you might play on 2. Like, I recommend for people with ranked anxiety, you just play on the lower rated one until it becomes higher rated, and then you play on the other one. You always just play on the lower ranked one. All right, let's see. Ah, I missed this slideshow. I said I missed this slideshow. Yeah, full send on alt. Yeah, he claimed this this VOD review I'm on. Yeah, if you were trying to claim one, unfortunately, it's once per stream. Can't he just lower res or stretch res? Unlikely. Valorant's a CPU-bound game. Generally, your GPU is not your bottleneck. It's possible that his GPU is his bottleneck, and that might help, but it's very unlikely. Yeah, the recording itself is definitely at like 20 FPS. But that's probably just to save his own FPS in-game. This is so painful to watch, man. Yes, Michael Cope. Hey, man. Hey, man. We're winning 50-50s. That's good shit right there. That's 2 50-50s we just won. Yeah, what do you think we're going to do next frame? Yeah, trade chess, if at all possible, you should try and upgrade your setup, by the way. Because I'm not exaggerating. If you could play on stable 120 with a monitor, I think it'd be more Puxu. I think you would instantly jump to like diamond, dude. Like, Immortal 2 gamer, I'm going to have to time you out, man. Could have done better on slide 17, kind of sloppy. Yeah, you're right. Let's go back. Look at slide 17. Hey, you even connected shots on that guy. Nice. Hey, that's a good round from us, man. We threw a good orb. We killed Chamber. We dinked Reyna, killed her. 60 on Yoru. I don't have any major complaints the way we played that round. Yeah, don't forget our B wall, man. You're forgetting the B wall. Don't forget the B wall. It's not a default wall if you don't throw it. It's a 5-stack? I doubt it. I've seen his teammates talk in team chat. Trey Chess is he's been here before. He wouldn't dare submit a 5-stack vibe. Oh no, that's rough. I think that's okay. Oh shit. This is so lit. Anytime you get through without getting spotted, it's so free. Okay. This is unacceptable, Trey Chess. Trey Chess, they're not looking at you, man. They're not looking at you, dude. Slow down. Slow down, slow down. And then you like panic left click spam. You only get one? No. You had the play of the century, man. Oh, we still win the round. That's a good round from us. Whoever showed you that orb mid play, he knows what he's talking about. Aggressive Viper Guide, when attacking A site, is screens a problem? Not really, Doma Dominator. You don't really need smokes to cover screens when you attack A site. A lot of Vipers in Radiant don't even bother walling it off. And this B default wall is way simpler, in my opinion, of a style to play. And I think it's stronger as well. You thought I was playing on this FPS? No, so this guy's playing on 60 FPS, by the way. The frame rate you're seeing is not what Trey Chess is seeing. Okay? He's recording at a lower FPS to save his CPU cycles for his Valorant game. His game does not look this bad. Yeah, exactly, Trey Chess. You still should be playing a higher FPS. There's a reason I won't privately coach people who don't play on at least 144 hertz stable. It's just such a detriment. Okay, we're just A with our lads. I like it. Enemy team's on eco. Holding for the back wall? My goodness. Okay, well, they're both on site, Trey Chess. Hey, Trey Chess. Hey, they're both on site. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of baiting the friends. Okay. My goodness. It's just better. Okay, so we need to have the habit, Trey Chess, when we hear gunfire. Let's rewind a bit. So when you hear noise like that in your headphones, Trey Chess, your brain should want you to do a couple things. Okay, let me boot up the game. There's a private coaching. You consistently get people? Yes. I do, Doma Dominator. Oh, wait, you're not getting in-game audio? What? Stupid audio thing. One sec. That would probably help. We do have in-game audio. Let me... Yeah, here we go. Why isn't... What the heck? You guys... Yeah, now you'll be able to hear it. That's so weird. I'm sorry. Let me show you what I was seeing.
Let's move through them. Like
so in the VOD, it was like this. Okay, that's what Trey Chess heard. You guys all hear it now? I can't believe it took that long before anybody pointed that out. New audio mixer, forgive me. Okay.
My ultimate is ready.
So, tray chess. When we hear gunfire and noises and we're holding an angle, you don't want to just look at your minimap, okay? Because you're holding an angle, right? What if they swing you? You don't know that they're all over there. So, when you hear the gunfire, you do this and you look at your minimap. Okay? So, as you hear the gunfire, you look at your minimap while you do it, too. You're totally fine. So, you just look at your minimap and you see what's going on. And right there, you would have been like, oh, they're both A. And you would have been able to come out and help your teammates way earlier. Okay? Wanted to flex is 1,000 frames. Yeah, yeah. Audio mixer got you a little Dorklord. Dorklord, I swear, you transition between like a 12-year-old and a 30-year-old constantly, Dorklord. I have no read on you. That makes sense. You've been killed too many times holding that angle, looking at the map. Exactly. So when you go to look at the map, notice how I said you don't just look at your map. You have to unswing, okay?
Last player standing.
But the one thing that's unacceptable is hearing all that gunfire and not looking at the map, okay? Because it leads to this type of scenario. I mean, nice clutch, but you shouldn't be winning those, okay? That's lucky. Wait, you muted your whole team. I forgot. He did this in the Omen VOD too. He mutes everyone and then he like IGLs. Yeah, it's super base. Alright, I can tell you right now, more mid lurk, okay? Way more. This round, it's an equal buy. I'm going mid 9 times out of 9. That was a 5-stack? No, he just mutes his whole team every time. He's cool like that. That's unlucky. So this is a bit of a high level thing, but when you're not first in the formation, which is right now, we should be looking at our minimap because we're not dangerous to anything. We'll see that Reyna, she's bot site. It's a little hard to know she's bot site, but I'd see her on the minimap there, and then I'd look at the tracers, and I'd see they weren't coming from up here. They're coming from down here. And we should be throwing our Viper Molly back site here. Yeah, then you just get infinitely baited by your 2 teammates, and, you know, we still win the round. So the Viper playstyle I've given in my guide tray chest is like designed for you to be able to mute your teammates, okay? But you gotta stop going with them. Stop going with them. Start going mid. Start lurking. She's looking at the map and cheating at the same time. Yeah, so maybe I should go emphasize this in the Viper guide more. But I'm talking at least half the rounds of the half. Like, at least. You should just be lurking mid on this map on Viper offense. Playing with the team is so inconsistent, especially in lower ranks. Those are decent smokes from the Omen, not gonna lie. We have Viper ult. This is valid. Won't they expect it and just hold the smoke? There's 3 different pathways you can come from. You can go under through kitchen, up 2, and you can go through it towards boiler. Try to lurk, then the entire team wants to lurk. Oh, well, then you just lurk elsewhere.
Enemy spotted me.
Then you lurk A. Okay, this is high level metagaming strats, by the way. So if you're out here like, oh, when I go mid, my teammates follow me. What you want to do is pre-round, you go through your B wall, right? And then you come over here by A. And you stand here knifing the wall. And then when there's 5 seconds left on the timer, you shift walk over real quiet. and you lurk mid. So you throw the B wall, you come over here and you're just knifing the barrier like you're ready to rush. You got everyone muted. And then you just shift walk over and lurk mid. Lurk is effective when the team wants to execute the site. Lurk is just effective on this map. Yeah, exactly. You can like fake your own teammate. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't see the VOD. I actually saw, wait, I'm actually staying in my POV. I saw a clip the other day. It was so big
30
brain.
seconds left.
Tarek was like getting stream sniped. And I'm not, actually, no, it was Sam, I think. And Sam was like, all right, guys, I got the play. You guys all make noise A, and I'll solo take the bomb B, okay? And he's like starting over here with the bomb. And then right before the round begins, he snaps his fingers and he's like, rush A, rush A, rush A. And the enemy team was stacked B to take the bomb from him. And A was totally open. It's like the same idea, except you do it to your own teammates. Nice round, nice round, nice round.
Thank you.
That's not my orb lineup, but sure. This one's a little slower than the one I showed in my guide.
Toxins going up. Poison orb emitting.
Yeah. Probably would have hung back a little bit there. Going this fast without a sofa dart is a little sussy.
Toxin screen down.
Hey, you find it. Oh.
Last player standing.
No, no. That needs to be 2 kills, my friend. That needs to be 2 kills.
Toxin poison orb emitting.
You gotta stay calm in those scenarios.
Toxin screen down.
Aim better or more patience? Yeah, I think it's like a panic thing, Aman. I don't think it's patience. I bet the man is literally built with patience. Because how else could you play Valorant on 50 FPS for more than 1 day? This dude's the most patient man alive. But I think he panics in scary situations.
Here. Here.
Mortal 2 Gamer, I'm gonna time you out a bit longer. Keep your comments to like questions if you have if you want a backseat. So instead of saying he should do X, you should say shouldn't he do X?
Last
Oh
player standing.
no, straight chest, straight chest. Oh, it
Last
hurt.
player standing.
It hurts, straight chest. It's holding us back so much, man. Like, you don't belong in gold with your decision making, your util usage. I want to give you more advice, though. So, we can at least focus on a couple things other than our aim training routine, which is good. And we're playing really well this game. Notice how now we're top fragging? Thanks to a little bit of practice. Dang, our util is sexy, dude. I don't know where you learned that orb, where you learned this wall. But this shit's high impact. Vandal guarantees that kill. Cope, dude, cope. Okay, we just baited so hard for no reason there. Why are we still back yellow, dude?
Toxins going up.
Oh, you're waiting poison. Okay. Fair play, fair play. Oh, there's one on the ground.
Last player.
Okay, okay, look. This is a repeat error, Trade Chess. Yeah, I get you're telling him to wait. I figured it out. So while we're planting, this applies to any time we're doing something that means we can't shoot right away. Okay, so if we're planting, we're reloading, we're pulling out utility. We need to be looking at the little thing in the top left corner of our screen that gives us information that our teammates have. And here, while we're planting, we'd see this enemy chamber. You see him? And we'd see that he drops down to the ground off that bridge. And he's going to be able to swing you from lower sight after you plant. Now, you let go of the bomb too early. But, I mean, there's the tip of his gun already. But we don't even have to see that. We should know chamber's here now. Okay?
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
The guy insta one-tapped you. It probably wouldn't have mattered. So that's an awareness issue. Yeah, so there's little triggers that should cause us to look at our minimap that I don't think we're aware of right now. And we're not actively making an effort to look at our minimap during them. So I'll list them for you. This is going to be important, so I'll put it on our notes. That's rough. Don't forget to put that wall up. Yeah. Of course you wouldn't forget that. You're no ordinary gold player. Is that a different lineup?
Toxin screen down.
It is.
Poison orb emitting.
Parasite.
Oh. No, your orb doesn't work.
Poison's off.
What are we looking at?
One enemy remaining.
Whoa, why aren't we trading?
One
So here we're undercover, looking at our minimap. We see Sova screens fighting our KO. Shouldn't we swing?
enemy remaining.
We should just kill that guy.
Toxin poison orb emitting.
Trey, you can't just bait Sova like that. In fact, you already are baiting him by swinging off of his contact. Like that, that should be a 100% conversion for you. I'll say like 99%. The guy could hit the craziest spray transfer, but so unlikely, right? With Vandal at that range. You should be able to swing and kill that guy almost every time. So I would consider that the highest percentile play there. So I don't know if that's map awareness or if you actively decided to bait the hell out of that KO. I can't tell there. I think you were looking at your map that time. Yeah, you're thinking if you play there, you 100% win round. Yeah. What's up, miles away?
Toxins going up. Poison orb emitting.
Dorkloid wants to do it. I think you guys are different regions. Trade chess is in Mumbai. Because KO was playing there, he wouldn't have checked it. Okay, so the important part here, trade chess, is you have to first accept. Because I'm going to tell you something that in your head is not true. And I need you to just accept that it is true. Okay? Your KO who's like here fighting this Sova. If you swing into that fight, this is a completely one round. That guy's dead. Like 99 times out of 100. Okay? There's no more calculation that needs to be done. No further considerations matter. Because this is statistically dominating. Okay? Now, in your head, you might be thinking that's 70%, 60%. It's 99%, okay? If you swing that and you don't convert 99%, then you need to practice swinging those, okay? It's not a decision-making error. If you swing to trade your dude, then this guy's in the open and you don't get the trade. And it's like, you know, a 2v1. That's not decision-making error, that's mechanical error. So there we should have swung, gone for the trade. And if we didn't get it, then that's an error on our mechanics, not our decision. They play defense as duelists? I thought that's every duelist's favorite half.
Toxin screen down.
Reloading.
Planted.
My recommendation, I don't know what elo you are miles away, but if you just pick an initiator and have them play on a site near you and call their util and play aggressively with it, you'll have decent success. You know, we've had 8 kills for the past like 4 rounds now. We were top frag with 8 kills, and now we're getting close to bot frag with 8 kills. Yeah, the reason you duelists have more success on defense, because duelists on offense is tough. Requires you to coordinate. Duelist, I don't know if anybody in chat here won the raffle on Friday where you got to play with 4 Radiants, but playing duelist with good teammates on offense is the easiest thing in the world. Because like it'll be Ascent and you'll be like, yeah, I'm going to dash out. And right before you dash out, a KO flash will pop here and a Sova dart will land here. And you'll get full info and they'll be full blind. And you're like, oh, duelist rules. I love this. Then you go to your like platinum game and that KO flash is too early. They're not blind by the time you dash. That Sova dart got broken too early or he hasn't even thrown it yet. And now it's like, oh, I need to coordinate my dumb teammates. Yeah, or there is no KO flash. Exactly. So offense is really difficult because duelist on offense relies on utility from the supportive agents on your team. Like maybe you need an Omen flash here or a breach stun. There's a million different ways that you need to coordinate, but what you don't do as a duelist is just dash out into your smoke and frag. It doesn't work that way, especially as you reach, I'd say there's like a sweet spot, like diamond-ish, where this type of play will get punished pretty heavily if you don't have at least like one person coordinating util with it. So it'll be pretty hard. Dork Lord, you don't need util. You're in gold, man. You dash out, you frag all of them. Yeah, no, it's like that all the way up to like high immortal. And then my recommendation is if you want that type of coordination, and lots of people do, is you solo climb up to Ascendant Immortal, then you join a team. Join a team, play with that team for fun on the weekends. You guys will all try hard. You'll practice some strats, and it'll be way more fun. Toxins going up. Holy cow. So I hope you saw on the minimap here, Trey Chess. And you know why you should see on your minimap? Because you have your knife out. This is another trigger for when we should be looking at our minimap right here. Okay. Now what you shouldn't know is that these 2 question marks mid are both Yoru. So we don't actually know where Omen is. However, you'd look at your minimap right now because you just pulled out your knife. So I need to see you assuming that you know where all 3 are because there's a question mark, 2 question marks mid and chambers right there. So with your comms off, in my head, I'd be like, okay, there's all 3 of them, and I just run and plant A. And I probably died to Omen. And that's what you should do. If you pull your gun out and you're ready for this Omen, it doesn't make sense to me.
1 enemy remaining.
Omen's not even here. He's on the other side. Okay, so we gotta be... This awareness is hurting us a lot. Yeah, and the reason we die to Omen is because the moment we pull our knife out, now we start looking at the minimap, and we wouldn't have noticed that these 2 question marks were both Yoru, okay? Correct, Omen Dominator. Anytime you're doing something where if you got peeked, you're dead anyways. So here, you've got your knife out. Looking at your crosshair don't matter, because if they swing you, what are you going to do? Click their head? No, dude, you got your knife out. If they swing you, you'll see that on the minimap too. Right? And that's just as useful. You got your heckin' knife out, man. So anytime we're in a mode where we can't easily kill somebody who swings us, or we can't be swung, right? That's another valid time. Yeah, you got your knife out because your Reyna's holding an angle. Exactly. So look at your minimap. Nothing to worry about. And if you guys struggle with this, walk around the map. I'm only looking at my minimap right now, okay? I can go anywhere. I can go backwards. You want me to walk backwards? I can walk backwards. Where do you want me to go? Hey, no problem. Okay, so the minimap is really powerful. While only looking at the minimap, you can just walk around the place. Keep your bearings using the minimap. And you'll get all the information, okay? So just practice walking around, you know, looking any direction you want. Doesn't really matter. I'm only looking at the minimap right now. All of this movement, minimap. I just got top screens, still looking at my minimap. I wish I had an eye tracker to prove myself right, but I'm a banana. You guys trust bananas, right? Can I make this jump? No, not while looking at my minimap. Okay, so you should be able to move pretty much 99% as well as you're able to move while you're looking at your crosshair. Should be no problem. So we have to, we should be looking at our
One
minimap
enemy
there.
remaining.
Okay. Triggers 1 when gunshot, hide and look, when knife. Yeah, if you can hide and look. So in that scenario, you easily could, right? You should at least think about, can I look at my minimap somehow? Yeah, exactly, hydrophobic. If you get swung while you have your knife out, it like don't matter. So here, I'd expect you looking at your minimap. This is crazy from your team, by the way. This is crazy. You gotta be careful. That Omen has ult. Okay, your team's showing up to A. It's fine. You line up, Larry.
You want to play? Let's play.
Toxins going up. Poison orb emitting.
Yeah, so we lurked twice. And one of them, they were both super fast. No slow play. And if you're calling my Icebox guide, I do explicitly recommend at least a couple of rounds. You mix up and you kind of wait here and listen, wait in tube and listen and see what's going on. And these types of plays are busted. Okay, so more lurking. Let's add some notes here. I like the changes. Our mechanics, they're not great, okay? I won't lie to you. But they're not worse than the other 9 guys in the lobby anymore. And that is a huge improvement, okay? Huge improvement. Be more valuable with his team instead. Like Chamber lurking? Definitely not on Icebox, no. Chamber is a really strong refrag agent who can take really aggressive fights on Icebox with his TPs. Sometimes what you will see is Chamber and Viper will both go mid. Chamber will walk up tube and break the trip and then TP out towards like A to join the team and leave Viper to like lurk. You lurk even if your team is doing good on rushes, doing well on rushes. Yes, Superman does good. That depends. I would say probably yeah. But if like you're 5-0, I also like if it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing, you know? I don't mind if you just keep rushing, you keep winning every goddamn round. But this game, absolutely more lurking. Emphasis on lurking and slow it down on occasion. We're going too fast. This is a really common problem. It seems backwards because the most common problem you see when controllers go with their teams is that they're too slow. They're not sticking with their teams enough. But on lurk, almost everyone plays it too fast. I like the round you play it fast where you dodge the Sova dart. That's fabulous.
30 seconds left.
Take everything from them.
But when they're not throwing that Sova dart, just put the orb down. So they're not throwing that Sova dart. If we like shift walk up, we wait. They're not even spamming the orb. We can like real slow, like walk in, listen. And then depending on how we're feeling, we can walk out this way, try and tuck into these corners, and just wait. You can even wait, like you just walk across, wait here and listen. A lot of the time they were just rotating through mid this way. And if we're waiting here, we can, you know, time it, come behind them, take our free kills. This slow, patient play is really powerful on this map with this agent. Okay, let's see. Notes. So emphasis on lurking. Let's slow it down. And then we really need to... We're going to call it the minimap crosshair light switch. Okay? So think of it like you got a light switch in your head. And you're consciously flipping it between focused on crosshair, ready to fight mode, and not caring about fighting, looking at minimap mode. Okay? And there's just a ton of times when we want to flip that switch. So when do we flip that switch? We hear gunshots. and we can safely cover. We have our knife out. We are planting the bomb. We are not first in formation. Okay, so these are some examples. There are like infinite of them, but try to be aware of, like, try to make it a decision of, I'm gonna look at my crosshair now, or I'm gonna look at my minimap now, and that should make us more conscious of, like, sometimes it doesn't make sense to look at our crosshair, you know, and you'll notice that you're like, oh, I'm gonna look at my minimap, and then you're gonna see a lot of goodies. All right, let's take a peep at our defense. But I think this awareness is a big thing we can work on here. Your your brain's way ahead of your like hygiene. Should he be caring about committing to gunfights yet? I have no idea what you're talking about. So all I'm concerned is he winning at least 50% of his 50-50s? And the answer is yes. He's winning more than 50% of them. So it's great. That means his mechanics are good enough. It's that simple. If he's losing more than 50%, his mechanics are not good enough. That's pretty much how it goes. So, yeah, his mechanics look terrible, but everyone's terrible in this lobby. And we're winning more than 50% of our 50s, so. Case in point. That's a frenzy at close range. That guy should be owning us. That Euro didn't even connect a single bullet.
They're dead. No charges left.
I mean, the mechanics are terrible, don't get me wrong, but it's not holding us back anymore. This gold, silver, gold, plat. You can see in the bottom left corner, gold 3. Hey, look, we're killing people. Great round, great round. You're aiming a bit high for that orb. I think it works.
Here.
Actually, it might not work. I'm gonna test real quick.
Poison orb emitting.
No, it has a gap. Okay. So this gap is unacceptable. You've seen the guide. You know why that gap's no good. So we need to be aiming. It's right here, okay? On this. We stand in this corner. You're a different lineup? Oh, okay. I'll try your lineup, but I've never seen this one. Middle of yellow on the ground. Okay, okay. And then you're aiming a bit higher. This one's even worse. So, yeah, this looks like kind of our orb. This gap is really bad. Back up further. Here, wait, let me just watch you throw it. Okay, I see. You're standing roughly here. I got it. Yes, I will show you my lineup. Don't. Yeah, so this orb still is too far away, Trichess. See? So this gap is not good. I don't know who invented that orb you copied from, but I would be surprised if it was a professional. So here's the lineup. You get into this corner, you just wedge yourself in so you can't move. And then you aim at this left tip of this crane, okay? And you just click. And this orb's going to go deeper. So it lands further forward. And you see? No gap. This is important. Yep. So with no gap, you can sneak back yellow while the orb is up. And you can also escape from back yellow if your teammate is playing over there. So it's important that there's no gap. If there is a gap and you're playing in a Radiant lobby, the guy will flame you so hard if he's like back yellow and trying to rotate off. Did you get a new mic? Yes, I did. On the sight line. Yeah, even like a bit in front on the sight line. And that's why I showed that specific lineup in my Viper guide. Same idea, actually. Your mid lurk orb, I think you're using your own. The mid lurk orb I showed that dodges the Sova Dart, mine starts further left and up, which actually lets me get into it sooner. Okay. But you should copy mine as well. This one's just a bit faster in terms of time to get into the orb. How are you going to be eligible for the VOD review raffle? Do not worry. As long as you're in the Discord server, you can enter. You will not be confused. The raffle will open up after this VOD review, and you'll be able to enter. You'll have 2 minutes, so just make sure you stay on the stream. We'll be done with this VOD review in probably 10 minutes. Why don't you want to touch further up to block the higher angle? Yeah, so it's a good question, Dorklord. Being further up is a bit better, but you can't really throw it with a lineup. And it's not the end of the world. Let me throw my lineup real quick. So everyone's used to playing around this orb nowadays. And as long as you know that you have to stay close to the orb, like this, to get away, then that top angle doesn't really see you, okay? As long as you're close to the orb, this guy won't, they won't spot you. You can throw it with a lineup. If it's as simple as wedge in this corner, aim at this very simple thing, I'd be curious to see it. But if it's harder than that, I wouldn't be bothered. All right, we're in the VOD again. When was the last time you ate a banana? Oh, like a week ago. Only slightly harder. I'll just be straight with you. I've never once died to a guy on top of that thing shooting me with this orb. So I'm not really that worried about it.
Toxins going up.
Spike planted.
Objective perspective, which controller should you play? Icebox and Breeze, you should play Viper. Pearl, you should play Astra. Bind, Fracture, you should play Brimstone. And Ascent and Haven, you should play Omen. VOD feels like it's on at 15 FPS. It is. So, Trey Chess here has a very bad computer. He has to record at low FPS to keep his game running decent FPS.
Toxin screen down. Get out of my way.
Yeah, sorry, the VOD quality's not the best. So we should be careful. This is their, remember, this is our buy round because we won pistol round. In general, I do not like flanking Trey Chess when we have a gun advantage. When our economy is superior to our opponents, playing alone and taking risks is dangerous because we may donate a powerful weapon to the enemy team, okay? So I don't like this flank here. There's no need. We've got a gun advantage. I prefer if we just rotated and played to hold the site with our teammates, okay? And the complete opposite is true on our when we have a gun disadvantage. Then taking those risks and flanking is even more powerful. I don't like the decision making from us that round, okay? The flank is bad. This is the type of round where I'd want to flank because now they have a buy. And that's the type of angle I would not want to fight, right? Because they have a Vandal.
Spike down B.
Pearl isn't a great Viper solo control. It is. I will be releasing a Viper guide on the map, but you need to know of multiple tricks for it to work, okay? Once I release that guide, though, I wouldn't be surprised if Viper becomes relatively meta on Pearl. I've been doing a lot of theory crafting on this for you guys. It's going to be a really cool guide. We're flanking even with a trip? Yeah, absolutely. People won't notice if you break the trip at the right time. As long as there's a lot of gunfighting going on, you just break the trip. Looks hard playing Viper solo off of Icebox Breeze. Yeah, get excited, Hydrophobic. I have put more than 20 hours of prep into this Pearl guide now, and I've been having multiple Radiant players testing out various ideas for me. And I'm still collecting data, but when this guide launches, you're going to feel super comfortable playing Viper on Pearl, okay? Because, yeah, Astra is just so hard for me to recommend people to play. And, yeah, so that default B wall, we will be throwing on attack, Zoo. But I have a different defense wall. Yeah, so this fight's terrible for us. We gotta keep that in mind. I would jump down, get close to those blue boxes.
Poison orb emitted.
Spike.
Love the flank now. Nice.
One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
I don't care. What's the economy? Okay, we're on eco. I like the flag.
Poison. Poison's off.
Spike down A.
Unlucky. We took a risk. Okay. I generally like how we've been playing defense. I'm going to stop it here. We need to be mindful. What I want you doing on defense every round trade chest is just quickly holding tab, checking the economy, and simply developing a very basic plan relative to the gun disadvantage, or being mindful of it. So when we peek boiler with a Spectre, knowing they have Vandals, I think that's just you not knowing they have Vandals. Like you didn't think about it. Or when we peek belt with a Spectre, knowing they have Vandals, I think that's just you not knowing that they have Vandals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you'd do this peek if you thought about it before the round began. You're like, oh, wait. That fight's not the best for me. And along that same train of thought, I don't think if you thought about it, I don't think you'd flank out with a Spectre against a bunch of classic pistols, right? So, real straightforward. I want us, in general, this minimap crosshair switch should be happening both halves. Offense, more emphasis on lurking, and defense, I want us to just pay attention to economic differentials, okay? Flank more often when we're poor. They're rich. Fight closer ranged angles in the same vein when we're poor and they're rich. And the inverse is true as well. Flank less often when we're rich, they're poor. And look to fight longer ranged angles, okay? So let's pay attention to this economy, and it'll improve our defense. Like, our util is so good already. So offense, pay attention to playing a bit lurkier playstyle. This minimap crosshair switch, either way. And then on defense, let's pay more attention to the economy than we're currently paying. Did you make this web app? Yes. Well, I didn't. One of my mods did. And they also made the raffle bot, which you're about to see. Thank you, Michael Cope. I'll take a peek. Appreciate that. All right, everybody. If you have a VOD, you're going to join my Discord on discord.gg/woohoojin if you'd like to get it reviewed. And you're just going to go to the channel titled VOD Review Raffle. It's under the coaching category. The raffle's about to open now. You should see it. All you're going to do is click enter. We've finally implemented bad luck protection. So every time you enter and you lose, you'll gain 5 tickets, okay, until you win. And then it'll reset. So that could go up to infinity. If you lose 50 times in a row, you'll have an extra 250 tickets in your next entry, okay? So people who show up consistently and keep trying to win, you guys will have better luck as time goes on, okay? Is there a way to send a VOD without having to upload to YouTube? Not right now. I'm keeping it to YouTube, okay? It's retroactive? Is it? Wow, Joel. Nice. So if anyone has entered in the past, I'm guessing Joel ran some queries to see who entered in the past and hasn't won yet and gave you your bad luck protection. Wow, that's awesome. Is some music going? Yeah, that's awesome, Joel. You can't enter. Have you won in the past week? Oh, you won a VOD by accident that never won. I will enter on your behalf. Okay. I've entered the raffle wash here. And I'm entered. If I win, you win, okay? and we'll work to fix that before the next one. Yo, Joel, I think you gotta work on this thing. I clicked enter and I'm just getting is thinking. Okay, we'll do the math. Washier would get 150 tickets. So that'd be 150 out of 2,100. I'll random.org that real quick before we roll the raffle. Okay, so before we roll, nah, it's okay, Joel. We'll just random org it. So there's 2205 tickets in there right now. Yeah, so it'd be 1 to 2355 if we were entered. If this number that comes out is between 1 and 150, IK Washier wins, okay? Nope. Now I'll just draw from the bot. Give him his quick odds of winning. End raffle. Poiser! Was that you, Immortal 2 Gamer? I drop it. Let's see it. Drop the VOD. Drop the tracker. Okay. Tracker GG. Gold 3. Okay. We're playing way too many agents, Blazer. You gotta chillax. I see a controller, a sentinel, a duelist, an initiator game. And then another duelist, a controller, duelist, sentinel, duelist. You gotta pick a role. It's fun though. Are you trying to improve or play for fun? Yeah, so whatever VOD you send me, just keep in mind the advice I give you is for that role. It will not necessarily apply to your other roles. And if you bring me a VOD, like next time I'm in a different role, I'm going to be mad, okay? All right, drop the VOD. There's actual immortal. Nope, he is gold 2. All right, you got 1 minute, Immortal 2 Gamer. Then we're re-rolling. You lied on the internet? Messed up.
The advantages of Astra in this elo is
My goodness.
utility wise. Yeah, I don't think I played.
I don't think I played.
One sec. This VOD starts with him just in the range. Okay, we're playing Astra. I'm sus. A gold player playing Astra. We'll give it a peek though. This happened yesterday, and I just told him to stop playing Astra or to really put in a ton of server time. Let's take a look though. You could be the one outlier.
He didn't even get the match MVP. That guy must have been baiting. MVP on as well together.
So
Thinking no, not in the act. No.
Are you duo
Yeah.
with either of these duelists,
Did,
by the way?
seriously?
yeah, on the act
I
card.
can tell we're
Honestly,
duo.
I don't
I just
think
can't
it's,
tell
I
we're
don't
who.
think you're really smurfing at the moment, okay?
Last
it's
game
very-
I wasn't, but those games were full.
Yeah, I know, but that
It's
means
just
that means
your
on
good
average,
as well.
that means on average you're probably
We got
not
some
smurfing
theory
too much.
crafters here.
It's like very
Yeah.
minimal smurfing, because the difference between trying to. Hello, what's up?
He's on an alt. Yeah, what? Who's he playing? Who's our duo?
What is that conversation the agents are having? What? Alright, no, we go B. Plan. And when they tap, we can peek, and then if they're not there, try play
So-
for post plan. We try
Raise,
play for
okay.
post plan.
Pulling them off?
Yeah, we pulled them off.
Alright, that's good.
Alright, I'll do my smoke cell. Nice.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Alright, so Mike's going up.
There we go, B.
Alright, y'all just cover me. Nice, nice, nice. Oh,
That round doesn't matter. Our
guys
team
can
just
fill
killed
the one top.
everybody.
short. Once feel these guys can fill the one top. Nope. Oh, unlucky. Ah. Ah. Alright, cover me, cover me. Actually, we should leave, I think. Nah, leave. They use so much utility. Guys, leave. Oh no, you're inside. Okay, leave.
No.
Cover me. Nope. Oh, unlucky. Ah. Ah. Alright, cover me. Actually, we should leave, I think.
You gotta be careful. You're almost over calming. The calm like cover me is really bad. If you're playing 5-stack, a calm like this isn't terrible. Show him the plant. Yeah, I mean in that scenario it didn't matter, Kimpo. So I may have even planted safe there. It's 5v1. So you shouldn't be saying cover me unless you're like in a 5-stack and everyone knows your voice and knows your Astra. You should be saying, if you think this needs to be calmed. I don't think it needs to be calmed. You're totally safe, right? Like, look at where your teammates are positioned. But if you think it needs to be calmed, you'd be like, yo, can somebody cover me? I'm entering astral form. Or like, raise, watch my short. Something
Cover me.
like objective. Like, what do you actually want?
No, leave. Okay, leave.
No.
No, we will leave.
They
I don't sense hesitation. I think rotating makes sense. We ran into a judge. Why?
Leave.
Omen has a
Oh
judge.
no, you're inside. Okay,
If it's more to your duo, then why are you push-talking it to your whole team?
leave.
No.
Because you
we will
are.
leave.
They keep giving me spike.
Yo, I should
Why?
take spike. Stop. Bus. Leave, guys. We needed to leave, okay? Wait, actually, can you take spike for 1 sec while I do my smokes?
You know, that spike should be in Sage's hands.
TB.
Oh, we gotta line up Larry, boys.
They're gonna flank around you. What's that flank?
This is the this is what lineup Larry's pick when they don't want to learn lineups. You pick Astra and you just put the stars on the bomb.
If we can stay alive, we delay time, we just win the round, okay? Alright, just chill. Just wait, okay?
In this scenario, it's
Wow,
not bad,
couldn't
but we
pass
shouldn't
us.
be playing for this every round.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Alright, they left. Okay, they baited that. Good round.
I actually remember saying this in the Astra VOD review yesterday morning, where I was like, if your only plan to use your concuss and suck is only ever to put them on the bomb and use them, then you can't pick Astra. Because her concuss and suck are super powerful for like coordinated executes on sites. What agents should take spikes and what agents shouldn't? Pretty much the entry fragger shouldn't, and the lurker shouldn't. And then anyone else can take the bomb. So here, if Raze is going first, Jet can have the bomb. That's fine.
I love playing Astra.
Sky could
It's
have the
so
bomb,
sweaty.
Sage could have the bomb, and in this case, Astra could have the bomb because she's
Wait,
not
did I
playing
get the
super
assist?
lurky.
Bonus though. Oh,
But I generally
Ju-
wouldn't
ask
hold
Jeff
it
Deagle.
on controller.
Just don't tell them. Just say you don't have it anymore.
when did they ask?
Yeah, I generally agree.
Yeah.
Chemicals.
Alright, I'm gonna plan for showers.
She can be good though if we coordinate our sucks and stuns with our Jet, but
Yeah.
we're not.
It's fake smokes. Oh, no, nice.
One heaven.
Thanks.
Yeah. So you notice by the time your stars are like ready to go, look, you star heaven and you like go to star U, but look, your Jet already out. Your Sky exposed to heaven right now. Your Raze exposed to heaven. Now the smoke's up. These dudes just took the whole site. And they're even fighting showers here as if you have no showers presence. That Reyna was able to kill one before she came showers.
heaven.
Yeah, so Astra has better executes than Dominator. That's correct. In like coordinated play, like super coordinated play. Which is what I was looking for. And that's why I gave him a chance. Because like, yeah, I'm duo with Raze. So it's possible
Thanks.
that he's got some cool setups.
Oh.
Last player standing.
Not really seeing much of it yet, though. All that was our bonus round. But like bonus round, what I want to be seeing is like some contact explode crazy shit. Like, do you remember my eco round YouTube video where Xander was calling a contact explode B and they had an Astra? You know what he called? He called concuss, suck, stun, smoke, flash. Right? He called like all the util everywhere on their contact explode. And for our bind hit, if we're playing Astra, we need to be doing similar. It has to be concuss, suck, you know, smoke. All right as the raise satchels out with like, you know, a nade that explodes here or something. Some crazy coordinated hit that eliminates almost all viable like defensive options from the enemy team. And in the absence of this, Astra is generally worse than just Brimstone or Omen or something. Because if you're not popping utility and coordination during these explosive hits, then it's pretty weak. And similar idea in B, like I'm going to give us like 3 more rounds where we hit B. If we don't once suck back sight with a nade going there, I'm going to like, just close the VOD because you're picking Astra and you're not prepared to play Astra. Because this is like by far the most obvious play here. Okay, so let's take a peep. I'm going to give you 3 B rounds to go for this play because that raises your duo.
Oh, nice, nice. Cover me?
Like the guy's backside right now, man. No, we just pushed him.
Sure. TB. Like,
Like it's harsh, but if somebody brings an Astra VOD, I'm going to hold you to a very high standard if you want to keep playing the agent. That YouTube video called? I think it's like how to win on eco rounds.
Icebox.
So here, Chambers walking close up. We can star that guy.
Going out now.
We can force him to TP back.
No, I think we plant first before I ult. Oh.
Those 0 for 2.
Alright, cover me, please. Please cover me.
Box.
Not a B hit. We'll keep watching.
Nah.
Dale.
Oh. Listening for comms here.
Alright, I'm gonna pull the guy backside in.
Dale.
Ah.
Yeah. So you have, this is almost a passing grade. Okay. I'm giving you props here. However, so this is what's so tough about Astra. Okay. Astra is an initiator and a controller. Okay. So you're about to do this stun or suck backside, which would be great if like a breach did it for the raise, right? However, you're also the controller. So this and this needs to get smoked. Those need to get smoked. And this needs to get sucked. So the one round you do the suck, which is great, you completely forgot about the smokes. You forgot. You know why you forgot? Because you're gold 2 and you're playing one of the most mentally challenging agents in the game. You're dizzy.
Alright, I'm gonna pull the guy backside in.
Dale.
See, look, we just hit the site with no smokes. And what happens? Oh, we died at elbow.
I forgot.
Oops.
Sorry, my bad. I forgot to spring. Oh, I'm so bad. TP. Frick,
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I'll show the tracker. You want me to show it on stream? But you've got 2 options. You either stop picking Astra, or you gotta bring like the most insanely prepped Astra VOD next week if you want to main this agent this early in your ranked career. Okay. Almost nobody picks Astra in gold, and there's a reason. And it's not because, oh, she's sleeper OP. It's because, Ampidex, were you the Astra yesterday? Is that you? This is just way too difficult to... Yeah, Ampidex, I hope that this is opening your eyes now, because you brought the Astra VOD yesterday. I hope you can see now that it's not your VOD and it's somebody else's, and you know, you care about your VOD more, you know? I hope you can see why picking Astra is not the best idea if you're not really comfortable playing the game. Like, you have to be pretty high elo before Astra is pickable, in my opinion. All right, we're going to submit that. Sorry the VOD review is not going to be longer than that, but that's just how it is if you're picking Astra and your gold. I'm going to make a note in this in the FAQ, actually, because now it's happened twice. Even if you want to go pro, there's no point in learning Astra until you're immortal and you're on a team. Like, playing Astra in solo queue is just a recipe for crying unless you're like high elo. Okay, we're going to open the raffle again. If you'd like to enter, you just join the Discord on discord.gg/Wuhujin. You go to the VOD review raffle channel and you click enter raffle. Yeah, Chemicals, exactly. It's really just Radiant players who are picking Astra. What controller to play on Pearl? Pretty much Brim and Omen I'd recommend are the simplest right now. And I'm going to be releasing a cool Viper guide for it in probably about a week. Like a solo Viper guide on Pearl that will give you a really good idea of how to have high impact on the map. Yes, so for a week from now, you'll be able to enter the raffles again in World 2 Gamer. You see yourself posting any duelist guys? Yes, Doovy. I want to do every meta agent on every map, with the exception of, like, I'm not going to release an Astra guide, okay? So, like, Astra is the most meta on Pearl, but I'm not going to drop an Astra Pearl guide because I think it's, like, this is almost a the community doesn't know what they want type thing. Like, a lot of people be like, oh, that's lit, and I'm going to pick Astra. And I think that'd be a net negative effect. So I'm not going to release that type of guide. But I will be dropping, yeah, like all of the meta duelists on each map, like Raze on Bind, you know, Neon on Breeze, Neon on Fracture, Jet on Ascent. All of these things will be dropped. But first I'm doing controllers. And right now it's in kind of a hiccup because I'm doing a lot of prep for this Viper Pearl one. Because I feel pretty passionately about this one. Because right now Astra is the most meta solo controller on Pearl. And I don't like that for, you know, a majority of my students. So I'm trying to build a comprehensive Viper guide that's powerful enough that I will stand by it. Like, I would pick it in Radiant and play like this in Radiant. What rank do you think one should start trying out their own strats? Okay. I actually, this is a common issue I deal with my private students all the time, Doovy. Especially the really passionate ones who want to go pro. They get all excited about, oh, new agent release. I'm going to go learn and theorycraft so many things. And your, like, skill and analytical / creativity skill should be, like, kind of separate from one another. Like, people who want to go pro, if anything, should care less about creativity and care more about trusting high quality analysts to get creative for them. Rainy, congratulations on winning the raffle. Please drop your VOD and your tracker. Is Viper super lurky in your pro guide? Yeah. So Doovy, I would say in terms of having fun, you should start trying your own strats, like probably Diamond. I think it's fine. You'll have a decent enough idea, but it's not going to be better than copying a pro pretty much ever. Because those pros, they're not coming up with those strats, okay? Their team of analysts are coming up with those strats. My private students, they don't get to come up with their own strats. I give them their strats. Because I'm their analyst, you know? And that's just how it is. Like, there's no point in having a coach in that sense if you're going to try and waste server time doing it yourself. In Immortal, Doovy, my general advice to Immortals is you've beaten the game. Don't go for Radiant unless you want to be a content creator or a pro. All right, we got a chamber VOD on Icebox, Ascendant 1. This is awesome. Unless you want to go pro or make content, I'd honestly recommend if you're Immortal, just have fun. Yeah, invent strats. Play on a team with some of your friends or just join a team. Just have fun. I wouldn't worry about ranking up further unless you seriously have, like, aspirations to compete at the highest possible level. Because Immortal's really good. And if you join an Immortal team, you guys are going to coordinate really well and it's going to be really fun. Like, you've won. You beat Valorant, okay? All right, let's see what we got here. Are you newish to the stream, RXS PYX? Because there's a lot of cool chamber strats on this map that I've shown on occasion. But I can show them again. What's your hardest climb been? Definitely League of Legends. All right, we're already on Icebox. This is lit. You're trying out for a top collegiate tip? Oh, okay. Yeah, then you should definitely not make your own strats. That's a waste of time.
30 seconds left.
Should give up now. Sure,
You just want the
taking
Radiant gun,
better.
buddy? Okay, I'm going to be honest. Immortal to Radiant is a longer grind than like Bronze to Immortal. Bronze to Immortal took me like half a year with like, you know, I'm practicing intensely. But, you know, I was a legitimate Bronze. First FPS game. Immortal to Radiant took me closer to 8-9 months, and I was playing like nearly twice as often and studying far more seriously. Okay, so are you, did we get an answer? Are you new to the stream, RXS PYX? Mr. Chamber Icebox VOD submitter Rainy? Okay, awesome. I'm going to show you some cool setups then real quick on this map that I usually recommend to chamber players. On offense, one of the plays I like the most that you're going to milk value out of on this map is you ask your controller to smoke mid. You come over, you fight tube, and then you just place a TP up here, okay? And you get out. And the pre-round call was let's work B, okay? You come over B, you get your TP. Yep, it's the Durkay player. Mon, you've been here. You know your stuff. You just put your TP up, and you sit around here for a bit. You get seen, take some fights. And if you're still alive, you come over here and you fight this way. You don't get cleared, promise, and you just get tons of value. It's insane. You can do this. You can do this like 2-3 times a day. You saw this in the Thinking Man's Thought? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I copied this from Durkay at Champions. Fnatic ran this a lot. So he probably saw it same place. So that's a play I really like to go for on Chamber. And then another one that Tens has been doing a lot in solo queue on this map, which is just really strong, and I don't know why other people haven't been doing it. The enemy team likes taking orb. This jump that you should learn it. You fall into this box. My goodness, I got so dizzy. You hop up, you fall onto the box, and you bunny hop over this fence like this, and you land here. It's like a really fast contest of this orb, and it's super powerful. Like I always get kills doing this. X Immortal currently hearts like Ascendant. Should you rebeat the? I mean, that's up to you. It's not that difficult to go from Ascendant to Immortal, so if you're interested in improving, I would say yes. Where would you have Trip for that TP setup? So the most common place, and this is where I recommend it, or where I have recommended it for my most recent private student, is I just put it out here for the potential A lurker. Because you've contested mid early in the round, and usually when you do this, you leave your controller player mid to lurk, but also you're going to TP back mid eventually. You're going to have a lot of mid control, so I'm not too concerned about this like mid lurk out behind us option. It'd be a really tight timing for them to hit that. So I like the Trip for A, because it kind of covers your ass. If they flank out A, and you do this play without knowing, you're in a lot of trouble. So I like the Trip being out here.
Oh, he's maze, he's maze.
Good movement. This is good technique. I like the distance we've placed ourselves with our classic. If you guys watch me on YouTube, you'd actually have seen me give this exact advice in one of the videos on this map. Yeah, let me explain. So I was reviewing an Icebox VOD earlier, a similar elo, and the player had made the mistake here of taking his classic and swinging deep along this back wall, which is like a longer range fight for the classic. But here we made the choice to stay close to this cover here and jiggle, which is way better. It's really good positioning for our classic pistol. We're like maximizing our odds of finding a closer range gunfight, which we happen to find like here. And this type of range is fabulous for our pistol. Now, I wouldn't have picked up the Sheriff. It's kind of crazy. But at this distance, the classic right click is so good. And you can even like jump and shoot rafters. And you've rushed this a bit. I think you got a little panicked. So you know the last one's Raptors, right? You kill this guy jumping down. We can just stay down here. That guy can't contest us without falling. And falling's really bad for them, right? It puts them out in the open.
Enemy remaining.
And they'll have inaccuracy while they're in the air.
She said 70, but she's
Last
young.
player.
Alright, our teammates clutch it up. Nice.
Yeah.
He said yeah.
70% lifetime win rate on Viper. Hey, that's not bad. 50 games. Yeah, the good movement was his like how he chose to position up close to that nest area that I just explained to Granto. Yeah, he specifically did a jump from 410 directly laterally along this line instead of like, you know, coming out this way. I guess you could call it positioning. But just the way that he moved to that angle was very safe for his classic pistol. Yeah, we should have been ADS for that first peek, for sure. With Bulldog.
What the fuck?
That's fine. You're in a fight that can get traded. You die. Instead of buying Headhunter, you got a Ghost. Yeah, that's super common. I think it's preference at this point if you go 4 shots and trip or Ghost and trip.
Remaining.
It's scary.
Another good round. A lot of chambers go Ghost, and it's super valid. They started doing that since, yeah, I think Ye does buy Ghost on occasion. I have seen him buy 4 bullets as well.
Yeah.
JG goes 4 bullets for reference. He might have called it cringe, totally possible.
Upside.
Corner.
Yeah, I honestly think it's pretty irrelevant. I don't think it's going to be like a round winning decision or an ELO changing decision for most people in chat. If you want to go 4 bullets, you go 4 bullets. If you want to go Ghost, you go Ghost. They're both good enough. Not going to hold you back in a rank. Neither is invalid. It's kind of like Phantom versus Vandal debate where people are like, well, the Phantom's objectively better. And it's like, dude, it don't matter. Like, a Radiant player is hitting Radiant with the Vandal or with the Phantom. You know what I'm saying?
We'll get rotate.
This is the last fight of the day. I think we'll do one more. Nice try.
Guys.
Yeah, I would almost certainly lurk here. 54 HP. We actually were watching a Xander on Icebox VOD the other day to like demonstrate his technique. And there was a round very similar to this, 3v4, and he got low on HP. You know what he did? He like walked up and just tucked in this corner and waited and tried to find timing to get behind them here. And I think we should be doing similar because we're low HP and at a numbers disadvantage. We kind of need to find a way to generate value. And of course, the enemy team has gun advantage too. I hope that makes sense. But there's a lot of factors here that would lead me to want to take a gamble. You know, we're weaker. They've got more men. We have weaker guns. I'm low HP. Tons of factors. So I would almost certainly try to lurk mid. And our Viper's doing it, so I think it's a bit inefficient. I think it should be flipped. Huge kill from our Sage. You see how our Viper's playing? She's doing exactly what I was talking about.
What?
They cleared it. Hindsight. Good technique there. I like we only took 1. Unfortunate.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Huge round. We got to plant 4 kills. Can't ask for more than that. Yo, I appreciate the thanks, Nova Dominator.
Nah, that's stupid.
Nice shot.
Give me one more shot. Nice. Good job.
Guys here.
Where is he?
He's green. Guys.
I'm planning.
Here.
Oh, wait.
He's just planted in the open with no cover. Crazy.
Reloading.
Both guys like near the wall.
Teleport's ready.
This dude's got molly lineups for the retake. Holy cow. No. Okay, this is our first major mistake. Look at how we just took this fight. Is early TP good? I'm not too concerned about that. You look for a fight, use a TP, he lives with it. The enemy team has been giving these fights this game, Hasio, so I think that's important to notice. A lot of the time teams won't fight you, Belt, especially when you have like a Sage with Res. But this team has been giving those fights, so the TP's probably not that bad. But this fight is atrocious. So we have the read that might be lower. We take our shots, but look, we instantly crouch spray.
I am so bad at this game.
Yeah. You are so bad at this game. So, how do we avoid doing that, though? Right? It's not simple enough to just do that and go, well, I'm bad. I won't do that again. Because, no, we need to figure out, we have to change our mindset, okay? So, when you're peeking into a fight, you need to be ready for that fight, okay? So, you're like, I'm going to peek lower. You should already know how you're going to fight this guy if they're there, okay? And if before you swing, you're like, yeah, I'm going to crouch spray that motherfucker, then, okay, sure. Wrong decision, but at least you thought about it. I don't think you thought about it. I think you swung, and you're like, oh, fuck! And you die, and you're like, I'm so bad, okay? So, it's tough to do that continuously for 40 minutes. Yes, it is, Aman. That's why I recommend you do not play more than, 2-3 games a day. This game is not easy. When you see Ye playing the game, that dude is so insanely dialed in ranked. Like, there's a reason pros are pros, okay? When I play ranked seriously, I can't play more than 2 games in like as one sitting without my having to take a break. Because you have to be really focused to play at a high level unless you're absurdly talented. So before this swing, you need to be thinking, okay, I could be taking a fight, and how are you going to take it? And this will become more subconscious with time. But I would almost certainly be planning to either even pre-fire this angle or come, spot it first. And then maybe wide swing. There's many ways you can take this fight. Crouch spraying is not one of them. And this leads me to my next point. When we get panicked, our default reaction cannot be to spray and crouch, okay? So when we get surprised, like we see somebody we weren't expecting, let's pretend they're up there, okay? Our default reaction needs to be to flick in a panic and run back. It's to be, oh shit. That should be your default oh shit reaction. And next time you're watching a high elo player play, like a pro, notice that that is the oh shit reaction. You won't see it much because pros don't get surprised most of the time. They have a really good read on the game. But when you do get surprised, that's what we need to do, okay? Marshall Op Breeze worked out in your game? I'm not surprised.
That's not backside. I'm actually like terrible at this game, dude.
Wakarake 47, thank you for the sub. It's okay, dude. You are terrible at the game, but not for long. We're pulling our op, and with chamber op, I call it like a mini game. So the first 4 rounds of this game, when your op is down, you need to be making like a mental note. Do they push out anywhere? Do they peek anything predictably? And I would say they peek lower rafters quite predictably. So I would look to fight that from belt because we have Sage Res and we have an op.
That works.
Oh, we're going B. We know nothing about B. Stream end background wallpaper is really cool. Yeah, dude, Nuda Buddha just drew that and put it in fan art. It's so sick. Yeah, when peeking, you need to be ready for the fight that you might expose, Schneider. And that won't just make your gunfight hygiene better. That'll also make your reaction speed significantly better. Nice shot. So this is the type of round where exactly I would like some mid play. The operator is not a refrag gun, okay? It's an immobile weapon. You don't want to swing into fights with the operator. You want to post up and control space. So once that bomb gets down, this angle you have, Snowman, is so good, right? This is fabulous. You're controlling really important space for the team. However, before that bomb's down, contesting this space with your team doesn't do shit, okay? It's pretty worthless. So I'd rather we just like TP over there, put TP up here. We got our trip for A, you know? And at the start of the round for a while, we just control the map. And then if our team is successfully scaling B, we can join them and take a new post up here. Okay? Because this post is really good for us. It's just this initial like stretch of space. We're pretty worthless to our team here. If our team happens to get held back by the enemies here, our like chamber as a fifth man being here with an op is pretty low value. It's not going to change the outcome of that significantly. So I'd rather we showed up to this party after the bomb was like secured. Once the plant was highly likely to happen. Because now this angle's great. You normally get picked trying to contest space alone. Okay. So this is a common problem people have is they'll make some play that they know is like correct and it'll work, you know, a bunch of times. Or maybe they'll get unlucky and it's the first time they try it. They know it's correct, but they die. And they're like, oh, well, it didn't work for me. And then you stop doing it. And an example of recently in my Discord, somebody was copying my Viper guide. They pushed through this orb. They dodged the Silver Dart, and somebody was just holding them. For whatever reason, the guy was just holding the orb, even though Silver Dart saw nothing, and he killed him. They're like, well, people just hold the orb in gold. Not going to do that again. It's like, no, 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 wrong. That guy's just dumb. That guy was holding the orb. But statistically, I doubt that's more than half the time in gold, even. Like, we should still push the orb. So when you get picked, what do you mean? So we should have our trip. We'd probably put it even further. Right? Like wherever we want to put it. We're playing up here. If we die here, like they peek into us and kill us, that's not a problem. That's winning for us on average. Unlucky. If we die because somebody flanked out A, then maybe our trip could be better. Maybe we could have instead positioned down here. You know, it's more about controlling the space with the op and not playing with the team is definitely correct until that bomb's going down. So I wouldn't worry about like the, oh, I always get picked when I do that. If that's what happens, then you're probably doing it wrong, not the decision itself is wrong, if that makes sense. It's kind of like the people being like, oh, I always whiff if I don't just crouch spray. It's not like that's an argument that crouch spraying is better. It's like, oh, well, then your movement probably sucks. Like,
One enemy remaining. Here.
so if you always get picked while trying to contest space with the op while you're alone, then you're probably playing it wrong. You're not confident alone. Yeah, I think the only way through that, though, is to kind of accept that you should be alone there. It's the right decision. And you just keep going for it. And you'll get numb to it eventually. The one thing I wouldn't recommend is making the wrong decision, you know? To, like, account for a personal, like, grievance with that type of playstyle. And also keep in mind, I wish we had a VOD where you do like lurk mid. The human brain is a really annoying thing. It remembers negative experiences far more than it remembers positive experiences. Can you tell me like the last time the enemy team had an AFK versus the last time your team had an AFK in ranked? It's like most people will usually be able to remember when their team had an AFK or a toxic player who's like totally through. But You might not even like remember when you faced one. Last game, both cases. Yeah. Or just a really bad loss. Bottom frag teammate.
There's 3 here.
Dying to a crazy annoying angle.
Let's go.
How many days should you wait before entering the VOD review thing? I'd like you to have like a week of practice on the notes I gave you. Because that's about how long it takes for those things to come. Hey, speaking of dying to an annoying angle.
No, he
Spike
gets
down.
two.
Attacker spawn.
Yeah, I wasn't close enough. Give him mid.
Unfortunate. We're not controlling the map. So on Icebox is really important to have mid control. Normally your Viper will be the one contesting this space for you, but she's not. And so we need to be contesting this space. Chamber is like the secondary lurk agent a lot of the time. It shouldn't be you, to be clear, okay? And you'll hear me say a lot of the time, not your job. Don't worry about that. And I'd agree. If it's like round 1, round 2, round 3, don't worry about contesting mid. But in that like same clip where I'm like, not your job, I do like add an addendum. But if you keep dying to like the flank because your sentinel isn't covering it, well then that game you can check the flank, but stop doing it the next game. This is that type of scenario here. We need mid lurk presence. And we don't have any. We're just like, yeah, we're just pushing A or pushing B. And then we're getting annihilated if we have to rotate. Because we get no map control.
I think if we just went A, I think we would have won that though. Focus now.
Yeah, we definitely could have.
And like, this team doesn't even have a chamber. And I don't even know if they're walling tube yet. Like, we're more than halfway through our offensive half. And I don't know how the enemy team can test mid at all. Like, can we just walk kitchen? I don't know.
Likely.
Get out of my way.
Jet undrafted.
Enemy spotted. A. Revealing area.
One back.
If you're no play, I think we should just hit it.
Careful pipes.
Yep, drone.
There's one mid already.
I got you, buddy.
Backside.
I don't know what would be the content of that type of video, Schneider. So no promises. It's really game specific.
Reyna screen.
Yeah, how long till we get shot from flank, you guys think? Oh, no, there's jet. No flank, no flank.
Oh, it's flank.
Oh, nope, Sage walled off the trip.
Wait,
Which means she's not walling tube. How about that?
how is he flank?
Walked up on the hill.
Oh.
Hey, where's our map
Bro,
control?
you wrapped all the way around, bro.
Oh, is our trip bad? Did she jump around it? That's annoying. Now we don't know if she walled it off.
I was gonna climb to just turn around.
Yeah, no mid presence. Why would she wall tube? You'd be surprised, Gorganto. Everyone autopilots, okay? The number of people in your games who are actually trying to improve and win far smaller than the number of people who are listening to their favorite playlist on Spotify and just enjoying the game. Nah, I'm not even gonna point out the reloading thing. Our decision making itself is costing us. Like, speaking of autopilot, is this what, the 6th time we've contested A with just these two TPs and peeking rafters?
One.
Is it bad listening to music in rank games? Yeah, definitely. So if you want to win a single game, okay, listening to music can kind of help you enter flow state, and being in flow state will make you perform better. You might play better in a game where you have music playing. However, flow state is not the state you want to be in for improvement, okay? So like a professional player going into a tournament game is going to try and vibe the fuck up, okay? They're going to try and get into flow state and just perform at their maximum capability. They're not in an improvement mindset during a tournament game. However, during all of their scrims and whatnot, improvement mindset only, okay? They don't care as much about performing to their maximum capability. They care about getting better. And that is generally how you should be treating solo queue. You just realized you went belt like 10 times? How would you go around autopiloting? Yeah. So the easiest thing is, let's look at this guy's tracker. Okay, this is good. This would be like bad. 5 games in one day. You play a low amount of games and you structure your like schedule around it. Like you plan those games into your day. You're like, I'm going to play serious ranked Valorant at 1 p.m. today. And then you just like, you show up at 1 p.m. You're like, it's time. I'm going to play. To win, I'm going to record myself and I'm going to watch back. And you know what's going to happen if you watch back and you're on autopilot it? You're going to think to yourself, God, what a waste of time. What am I doing? And you're going to like kick yourself a bit and you'll come back the next day and hopefully autopilot less. And the important part is you have to watch back the VOD, especially if you're autopiloting. If you're autopiloting, you need to force yourself to watch every round and like cringe at yourself. Like don't even look for mistakes at that point. Just like watch. Like, God, what is this guy doing? What's the point of me setting aside time in my day to play if I'm going to treat it this casually? Nice try. Let me watch the actual round. Get mollied. Stuck here. Yeah, I mean, we're just playing. We're not even playing Valorant right now. I don't know if you noticed, but we're just playing. Let's run into A and try to fight 3 or 4 people. There's no strategy here. This is just, do we out aim them and kill them? And the answer this round is no. Dang. Yeah, Daryl, that would work. Dorkloid, that's what you do because I told you that's what you should do because you're low gold and you were playing way too passive. Everyone's different. But here we're in Ascendant 1 and we're playing like we're in gold. We're just running at them and aiming a bit better, you know? This round looks a bit more interesting, but was there any plan? Let me see.
Mando Prime.
Anyone have funds to spare?
Find a way through it.
Nah, I don't see any like huge strategic difference here. I mean, I see us contesting mid with no smoke and just taking a fight. Like, you see what I'm talking about? It's just a fight. It's pure coin flip. There's another coin flip. Oh, and there's another one. So our Sova took another 50 after that, and then another 50. And shocker, we have to take a 50 because our Sova's not with us. We have no recon. I'm back yellow. Yeah, they're 3 stacking. Look at the top left. They're in Discord together.
You will not kill my ally.
Yeah. It's all gunfights.
Wall raised.
Teleport straight.
Reloading. Last player standing.
Isn't the idea of Chamber taking 50s and getting out? Yeah, Tommy. So, the thing is, like, where is he taking those 50s? It's not as simple as, I'm just gonna swing belt, gonna swing belt, gonna swing belt, gonna swing belt, gonna swing belt. That play, I had no issue with it. Remember, like, the first 2 times we did it, I'm like, awesome, we're contesting belt. But by the 8th time we're contesting belt? What are you talking about? That's way too linear. We could also take a 50 mid with a TP. We can take a 50 B with a TP. And it's not all 50s, you know? Yeah, there's no coordination. It's what I'm really seeing. Like, we're not playing as a team. We're playing as a Chamber, a Sova, a Jet, a Sage. I couldn't even tell you who our 5th teammate is because there's been no coordination. A Viper, of course. Dang. Dad says it's my turn to peek belt first. And look, the enemy team's doing it too, man. Like, how often, if you had just stood still here and held top rafters, that jet peeks you every goddamn time, man. And watch, you're holding it, but then you keep moving. Stop. There she is. That's your free kill. Why are we moving? Nice shot. It's 10 players on autopilot this game. You know what's going to happen next? Reyna's going to... Yeah, oh, there she is. I was just about to call it. Reyna always rotates through their spawn to play retake. Everyone in this game is an NPC.
Spike down A. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Say as chamber, you should find like 3 65-35 gunfights to start the round, switch them up. I mean, that's very straightforward and oversimplified, I think. I'd say. It's a team game. It's not a chamber game, okay? Don't think of it as, I need to do this and we'll win. Think of it as, okay, this is Icebox. They've been contesting a lot of mid. How do we deal with that? My agent's really good at taking space safely. Maybe I'll do that. Don't think of it as like, yo, I'm chamber. I'm going to look for a fight.
Let us see what they have planned for us this
On defense, you can think that way, kind of. Tell your initiator, throw util for you. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly how the game should be played.
I think
That's even more so on Duelist. I don't know who you were playing, Chad, but in this game, I definitely would be backseating that Sova. How do you win on your on attack if your team doesn't have controller or initiator? I don't know, dude. How do you hit Radiant if you don't have a mouse and keyboard? Who cares? That's not going to happen that often.
that works.
40% of the time, drop your tracker. Drop your tracker. Tracker GG right now. 40%? That's the number you're going to throw? Wait, I think I might have your tracker. Yeah. Wait, I got you. 40%. No controller, no initiator. All right, let's check. Icebox game. Slickio. No, you have a controller and an initiator. Okay, that's one. Nope. You have a controller and an initiator. Oh, dang. Next game. Ooh, you have an initiator. Darn. Doesn't count. Breeze. Nope. You have a controller. Darn. All right, Ascent. Slickio. Ooh, controller and initiator. That game. Fine. Slickio. Ooh, controller and initiator. Dang. And only 4 games left in this one day. Slickio, initiator, and a controller. You had Harbor. Controller, initiator. Controller, initiator. Controller. Oh, no, just initiator this game. So you played 10 games yesterday, and not in a single one of them did you have no controller, initiator. Okay, no controller or initiator. That was 2 out of your 10 games, man. Like, come on.
Spike dropped. Also,
There's triple peeking mid.
Last player standing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pander. I swear, you ask that question to most coaches on Twitch, and they'll try and answer it, dude, as if it's a real problem that you actually face. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, man, I struggle with that too. I don't have good advice. Just hunt those 50s." Instead of just telling you that doesn't actually happen. The website sick, good database and shit. Yeah. I got one of my mods make a website for taking the notes.
22 and 7?
Wow, shocker! They pushed flank.
Last round.
Actually, this round's not bad. Wait, this round's so funny to me. Our 2 best mid contest agents, Chamber and Viper. We're gonna look A, and then let's have Sage, Jet, Sova work mid. 5 head.
spike dropped. Also,
There's triple peeking mid.
Mr. Streamer, what do I do in gold where the enemies aren't predictable? Oh man, I struggle in gold too. Hardest elo to play it. No, wake the fuck up.
Last player standing.
What the fuck is on your head, bro?
Half.
Let's just be like start the round.
Oh wait, is this strategy?
Just like up here.
No, our strategy is let's hit B.
You know what I mean? Like just updraft at the start of the round.
Updraft at the start of the round. You think this is enough?
Stop being a ninja. Can't win in that.
Hey, we're just hitting B. When you look at that.
Viper's probably above.
Oh, let's place our TPs down. Hunt our 50. What the heck? Shoot this guy.
Nice, good entry.
God, we're so good at just hitting B. There's one on the left of Snowman.
One kitchen.
Yeah, I think it's quite evident what we need to focus on.
Bro.
I'm too far. I'm too far.
Like, especially if we're trio queuing.
Last player standing.
Dang, we didn't click them. Darn. I'm not even going to watch defense. Defense, you probably are better on it because it requires less coordination. But this focus point is going to be so hard for you that we... I don't want to write any more down for you. Oh, where are you? I have to add you. Okay. R X S P Y X. Okay, so focus points, we have 2, okay? In general, try to be mentally prepared for every potential gunfight we swing and have a plan for how we will execute that gunfight. Okay, so our gunfight hygiene, we need to be prepared to take the fights that we swing into. On occasion, that's burning us. But then, this is just offense half. I don't even care about defense half right now. Okay? Coordinate in any way that isn't push sight with team. Okay? I want, you know, fakes, lurks, contact explodes, defaults. We need to call strategies. It's a strategy game. It's not a fight them game. Fighting them is going to work less and less and less unless you're like one of the greatest players in the world. You're also brain dead. Yeah, I know, right? Don't worry, don't worry. Everyone does this. And at defense, I don't even have to watch defense, okay? Pick one of your teammates and coordinate your hold with them. Okay, let me give you one example for Icebox. Oh, well, I'll give you the example on Valo Plan. Okay, pre-round, you tell your buddy to go into this corner. You place a TP here, and you swing this fight, take a shot, TP out, and you've baited for your buddy. Okay, that's one plan. Very simple. You really struggled to get people to coordinate. Not gonna lie, you feel you're socially doing something wrong. You probably are. Make sure you call it early on in the pre-round. The most common issue I see is people will call their plan with 3 seconds left on the timer and then go, wait, why didn't we run my triple fake with 17 abilities that I called? It's like, I wonder. All right, if you have a VOD and you would like to get it reviewed, join the Discord on discord.gg/woohoojin and head over to the VOD review raffle channel. There you will see the raffle. It's just open. You click the enter raffle button if you have a VOD and you'd like to get it reviewed. Do you enjoy doing VOD reviews still? Absolutely. I cannot imagine a better way to start my mornings. Why can't you buy the next VOD review? Somebody already did this stream. It's a limit 1 per stream. Sounded sarcastic? No. Why do you think I'm streaming these? What? Why do you think I'm live every morning, huh? You think it's because I hate it? Who would do that? Why do you have 170 tickets? You have bad luck protection, Mr. Tommy. So that sounds like you've lost 4 raffles in the past. And you haven't won yet. The more you lose in a row, the more luck you'll have until you win. Is there a way to make yourself more consistent throughout the game? No, the game has skill-based matchmaking. The moment you get good enough that you'd consistently perform in your rank, you're going to rank up to a point where you won't be able to consistently perform. That's kind of the whole point. The only people who can consistently perform every game are people who are like pros, because, you know, they're always going to be better than the players in their lobby on average. JJ Dot, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it a lot, dude. When will be the 24-hour stream? Go in Discord, look on the events button. We've scheduled it. I believe, yeah, it's November 21st. Oh, thank you, Joel. This guy's fixing bugs in the raffle bot while we're live. And shilling for me on Reddit? My man. We got to make a referral system. At Zoe. Congratulations on winning the raffle. Are you in chat? You think streamers who play for many hours play on autopilot? Yes, they do. You saw on Reddit comment, somebody recommended your gunfight hygiene video. You're like, I know that guy. That's awesome. What the heck? There's too much knowers. It'll be harder to climb. That's not true. All right. Zoe's got the VOD. He's got the tracker. He's ready. Omen on Ascent. Kind of lit. You know, I had a hunch it was gold just from seeing you move your mouse at the start of the game. Is that fucked up or what? All right. Student name. So 0011. Tracker starting rank. Gold 2. Okay. Profiling. Yeah, I know. I watched like 1 second.
City after my own heart.
Can't you tell too, though? I can see the cogs turning in his head in this pre-round. What I like to see. Fuck with the crosshair, really? I'm not the biggest fan.
Reloading.
Cover going out.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Stealing sight.
Oh, way too early on that flash, my friend.
Spike planted.
We're just gonna watch the round real quick. You mostly call your smokes few disastrous plays. Hey, that's better than nothing, man.
Shadows traveling.
Placing sentry.
Sure.
Reloading. Yeah.
Break those mollies, bro.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, she's not breaking the molly either.
So funny.
Oh no. Nobody broke the mollies. Okay, well, you can shoot those, in case you didn't know. The Killjoy mollies, you can just break them with bullets. But We got way more important fish to fry, okay? You wikied those after this game? Yeah. Okay. I can tell you've been watching some gameplay, okay? You have a general feel for Omen. I'm curious what you've been watching.
I am the beginning. I am the end.
Day 1 Killjoy release. Yeah. What's up, Trey Chess?
I already
Okay.
feel their hope dying, and we haven't even begun. This will
So
not
we're going to
take
skip
long.
over a lot of errors that
My
round to
ultimate is
try and
ready.
focus on the ones I feel are most important. Watch the Japanese pros? Okay, awesome. Unfortunately, I don't know how they play, but I would bet a lot of money that you don't see a Japanese pro flashing to hold A this way.
Sight.
Okay? I think this is a pretty safe gamble for me to take. So, let me explain. They flash you off of this one way. That happens. Super common. You come back, okay? When we have a flash up on Ascent, the way we want to reposition now is we want to get in a position where our flash will run like parallel to the path that our enemies want to take to enter the site. I hope that this is intuitive now that I'm showing it. You pull up Valo Plant. So I hope it makes intuitive sense that the flash running in this direction is far higher impact on a team that's trying to come out this way than a flash that runs in this direction. Because this latter one requires, you have to time it to hit the right people. It won't hit all of them. They could run past it. They could dodge right behind it, right over here, and then come out. While this flash from like back here or back here will just completely go along the whole path that they'd have to take to enter the site, okay? So this is true on like any map. So on like Haven, Omen usually plays C, and I hope you can see why. You see how fitting these types of long entry points are for our Omen flash, okay? So this is a good Omen flash on Haven, and this would be the type of one I just saw you throw, where if you're like playing Garage, okay? So the effective size of your flash is like this when you throw this one. That's like the effective size of your flash. And it's easier for them to dodge. While the one that I'm showing has an effective size that is roughly like this. Much bigger effective size, okay? So what we wanted to do here when they're rushing us and we got pushed off this angle, right? And we have no smoke. Yeah, you panicked, ran away to the nearest door. That's correct. That is what you did. It's wrong. We need to run over here because we have to hold A in this scenario. If they take site, we're losing. So running door is going to almost always lead to a retake because they're going to smoke this off. You're going to run into this smoke, right? And then they're going to close that door. And now you either have to break that door, takes a while, or you have to come heaven. And you ended up having to come heaven. And then there's going to be a smoke here sometimes. And it's retake time. Okay, well, that's not good. Retakes aren't always bad. However, look what happens. Our jet's dead. We have a numbers disadvantage. And we're backing up. When the bomb gets planted by the attackers, just try to mentally think of it as like +1 for them, okay? So right now they have a numbers advantage. If that bomb gets down, they have like 2 men on you. 2-man advantage. We only want to play for a retake if we have +1 on them. So if this were 5 in our favor, 4 in their favor, and we weren't comfortable holding, we could back up through that door and play retake. It'll be like 5v5 once that bomb is down, okay? However, we have the man disadvantage. Even if you're not comfortable trying to hold the site, that's the only good option to us right now. Giving up the site is just statistically bad. And since we have paranoia, I think we might be able to kill 1, maybe 2, and hopefully slow down the pace at which they can take the site, which may allow our teammates to rotate before it becomes retake. Okay. Oh, and you might not know this. A little cool tip on Omen. if you are walking backwards, your flash moves a lot slower than if you're walking forwards. I don't know if you can see it. The backwards flash, forwards flash, way faster when walking forward. Okay, good retake flash on A. You have to retake. Usually you want to come to this door and flash along this way.
Here.
And you get the door really weak first. And what you'll do is you'll flash along this whole gen as your teammates drop out heaven. And you break the door and you'll fight gen and you'll fight along like this. Yeah, it's also normal speed if you stand still. Yeah, so here we see exactly what we would expect to happen. Tree gets smoked off, they close the door, and now we have to retake and we have a man disadvantage. And it almost still works for us. We just didn't realize we could shoot those stupid little mollies. Whoa. Our team has 2 marshals. Do not smoke this. Look. Irena has a sniper. Okay. Sniper rifle. Pew pew. Long range. If you throw this smoke, you're ruining her line of sight that she's trying to take here.
Here.
Be really careful. Yeah, look, she's already moving now. But like, where's she going? We already have a Marshall A main. So
Going out.
this is not the best for us. Yeah, and this fight sucks for us. Classic pistols, no good for fighting this. Oh, they actually would have just peeked into our Reyna's Marshall. Oh, it's Vandalin time. You better not be smoking this the moment the round begins.
Shadows traveling.
Fair enough, you heard a flash. Yeah, so before we watch the round, just in case you're right and we can give you props, the time you want to throw this flash, or if you're on Brimstone, a molly, or raise, a nade, any type of util that would do damage in that smoke, if they're pushing, you generally want to throw it after they use some type of util that indicates they're going to hit. So this smoke is here. Maybe you'll hear a jet dash out, or a sky flash will pop right out here, or raise satchel. Anything like that is when you throw the flash. Not a smoke tree, a smoke heaven. Those are not indicative of the hit yet, okay? They have to do something to come out of that smoke. It's very unlikely that they'll just walk out quietly and shift walk. It could happen, but it's very unlikely, okay? So you just listen for that key indicator that they're coming out. That's when we flash.
Shadows traveling.
Reloading.
Okay, one top mid.
Revealing area.
Yeah, no, you're chilling. Just holding A. Pulling fakes, you can just smoke the site, use flashes to convince a fake. A fake should look pretty much identical to your normal hit, Doma Dominator. So whatever you do on your normal hit, be it a recon arrow, smokes, tree, or whatever, it has to be very similar. Like, let's say when you hit A, you smoke heaven and tree, but to fake, you only smoke tree. People are going to notice that in higher elo. Or let's say you throw like a Sova arrow and a jet dashes out, then you need that jet to dash out to sell the A fake. So Sova and Jet would have to start there. The smoker can obviously smoke from the other side of the map generally. And Jet would dash out, fight to her death, and then you guys would walk up B.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Okay, they're tree.
30 seconds left.
Sure. Sure.
Cover going out.
Good smoke, good smoke. We are the A anchor. Enemy team's defaulting, dude. What the hell?
Cover going out.
Watch this be the game they shift walk out A main. The banana's finally wrong.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah, we're getting a bit hung up on this smoke. So the first smoke made sense, okay? Because they Reyna flashed A main and you knew they were A main. The second smoke makes a bit less sense. And the third smoke makes almost no sense. You don't know if they're still A main. Okay, how do we know if they're A main? You don't want to keep peeking like this. Or maybe you do, but let's say you don't. You can jump right here, look over the boxes, and you'll see them. If they're there, they won't hit you here, okay? You jump. Oh, you see them. Now you can smoke and get ready to flash. Oh, you don't see them? You're saving your smoke. And oh, they're hitting B. You can rotate and you have a smoke, okay? So be careful smoking with no info. Sometimes it's good. I would say a good rule of thumb, if you're below diamond, smoking without info is generally just bad. You don't have good intuition. You don't have a read on the game yet. And I prefer you just wait to smoke until you've got tangible information about where the enemy is playing. Guess the ELO series? I'm down. We could do submissions in the Discord. Smokes would use a retake beat. That's really situational. Sometimes I won't use any.
One enemy remaining.
Nice shot.
Spike down B.
Be a main smoke and give them cover if they have one hiding there. It really depends. The most common that I see in high elo is you'll check if you have an initiator recon. And if you do, you'll toss like a smoke back sight.
Cover going out.
And you'll have them recon for sight. And you'll flash like in this type of area. And you'll hit with that recon. It really depends though. It's not something that like, oh, you just smoke this. It's be retake. It's easy. Oh wait, what did we miss? We missed a lot. What the hell?
Shadows traveling.
Enemy spotted A.
Okay. Round's over. Abysmal, stop looking at headshot percentage. Anybody who tells you anything about your headshot percentage has no idea what they're talking about.
Can't stumble now.
The stat's pretty worthless.
Cover going out.
Enemy spotted A.
Like in a vacuum, it doesn't mean anything.
Shadows traveling.
Careful.
Like, here, let me elaborate more. Like, it could mean, oh, you don't hit heads much and you should be aiming for the head. But you know how we could tell that way better? Let's just look at a VOD. You know? Because it could also be low because you spam smokes a lot and get lots of kills from them. Like, there's a million reasons that our headshot percentage could be low. And one of them could be that our aim is bad. Not necessarily. Let's see. Should he not have smoked there?
Shadows traveling.
Careful.
No, that smoke's totally fine.
Careful.
Yeah, and Zondoings, my comment on Joel's is, of course, he talks about headshot percentage a lot. He's like a Reyna main.
Cover going out.
Be safe.
Like, if you're maining Reyna, then yeah, I guess your ADR, your headshot percentage,
One enemy
it probably
remaining.
matters.
Spike spotted A.
And let me clarify, Trey Chess, are you thinking he shouldn't have smoked because they have multiple on A and he should want them to push out A? Is that why you're thinking they shouldn't have smoked? I just want to understand why you asked that question, because I think you might be a little misunderstanding here about how smokes work. Yeah, okay. So smoking off the op, agree, that's a little annoying for the op. But keep in mind, smokes don't stall. One-way smokes stall and cause rotates. normal smokes generally are fine and normal. Throwing a normal smoke has no significant impact on whether or not they push through it. It just makes it more awkward for them to push if they want to. One-way smokes, on the other hand, will really make the enemy team consider leaving and rotating. So throwing a normal smoke, I think is pretty standard. And also, he's been throwing the smoke, so it'd be a little sus if he didn't. I mean, it's gold. They're not going to be sus of that, but I like the habit. I would have thrown that smoke. Coming for Reddit. Nice to see that. Yo, nice to see you here. I like this. Just collapsing.
30 seconds left.
Arena. Our round. We win. Good. I like when we just swing to trade with her.
Shadows traveling.
Revealing area.
You gotta be careful. When you're throwing this one way, this is not gonna bite you. Okay? But we may as well build this good habit. So when you hold a tight angle like this, I'm gonna call these like default angles. You don't want to hold these. And especially when we throw like a one-way like this, you want to get just a bit wider, okay? And the reason why is as we rank up, people will pre-fire default angles to kind of clear them. And as you get really high, which you never will, yeah, people have pre-fire lineups. They know exactly what they can aim at to shoot the perfect pre-fire right on your head. So if you're playing against me, I'd shoot you like this, and you would be 100% sure that I was cheating. Like, you'd be like, there's no way. Okay? So you throw that one way, and I just want you a bit wide. Like, get out here, and you'll be safe. We should build that habit now. Just don't play default angles. It will not hurt you at all right now, okay? Playing default angles will never bite you in gold, pretty much ever. But we should slightly adjust now before we get too high. You see a profile like Sugetsu, Xander, they don't flank a lot like Nats. So who do I play like? All three of the players you listed are fabulous. You can play whichever one of those playstyles appeals to you more.
We're going out.
You should run.
The hunt begins.
Your teammate's gunshot scared you.
Spike
I haven't watched enough Bang to have a good answer to that. Okay, just a few this is like retake hygiene real quick. We gotta cover this because we're lacking it. So think of a retake just like a sight hit, okay? It's very similar to an offensive hit. So when we use our Omen flash, ideally we want to pair it with our jet dashing out or our teammates flooding out, okay? We flashed a bit early. We saw them on the minimap and we flashed, but we didn't get value from the flash, okay? So we want to throw that flash when our teammates are ready to go and they start running out. Then we flash. Then this is nitpick on Ascent. You want to spray some bullets here before you retake. Lots of people will just be crouching on this box, and you should spray at least like 10 bullets there. And then continue the retake.
One enemy remaining.
Sheesh. Nice shots. I presume this is not your first person shooter.
You want to play? Let's play.
I was not shooting like that when I hit gold.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah, I was also thinking they could be up cat. Guy gets shot at They body shot him with a Marshall. He turns around and kills both of them. That's so fucked up. Yeah. What, are you a CSGO player? Up for chamber. I love Tarek and Tens as well. Just casual FPS games like PUBG. Okay, yeah, I can tell you've got like good mouse control.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
This guy trying to kill you? You should really look to like your left at this point. Oh, he's wine. Chilling. Yep.
10 seconds
Flash.
left.
Perfect. Yeah, so this round is all just lack of game sense. You didn't realize it could come cat. No comment from me. That will fix itself. You've only been playing for like a month. Don't even worry about that. Yeah, and here you can just ult to fast rotate if they start hitting B, okay? Careful. That smoke's really good for them. So how do you smoke when you're hitting B? Like on offense? Most of the time you smoke here and you smoke here. And you just threw this second smoke. You have your team has an alarm bot here, okay? So you're worried, oh, they could push mid through market, right? But that's not necessarily true right now. Your team has an alarm bot and your Sova is coming to like contest this space. So all that market smoke is doing right now is it's helping these B main players come out of B and feel confident that they don't have to worry about market. A deep market smoke, that could be viable. Like if you mean like here, but then we'd smoke off our own alarm bot. I probably would either smoke here or I just wouldn't smoke mid. It'd be a good smoke if you can't reach B main. You can reach B main now. You can. You just can't reach it from wine.
Watch them run.
Okay, so here's how we win this round. So it's 2v4. I mean, yeah, you can just click their heads as you've been doing. But this angle you're taking to fight is not the best. Way better way to hold sight is if you just stand like over here and they like kind of swing into you. It's really awkward for them actually. Because they have to drop down, make noise, and kind of advertise. And people are rarely like expecting you to be right here. But like look, maybe look in the corner. But it's really powerful to just stand like here. Yeah, that's how I would look to win this round. Is this lane fight?
Last player standing.
That type of thing could happen.
Spike planted.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah, we're a little passive too. If you go watch, I don't know about these Japanese pros. I'd be surprised though. Sometimes you can just peek stuff, dude. Don't overvalue your life, okay? Controllers do this a lot where they're like, oh, I'm the most important agent on the map. Smokes are so valuable. And then they play incredibly passive and never contest space. It's fine to fight tiles a bit and go to cover. And if you saw them, maybe consider smoking. Also, you can do these cool floating smokes. Put a bit in the air. You swing after that arrow disappears. A little one way as it falls. See their legs. You can fight for the space a bit more aggressively. You can be a little more proactive on defense with how we contest space. Yeah, exactly. Like that. You tell a guy to take a judge and run at them? Yeah. Before I released that 1 month to gold video, I was doing experiments to make sure I wasn't going to spread fake news to anybody. And yeah, one of my iron friends, I literally just told him to buy judge, use no abilities, and just run. And he got like a 4K the one round he did it. It was really funny. Yeah, so we've given up tree control for no reason.
was traveling.
No PC on the map. Like, overreaction to the cat backstabber. Yeah, so totally agree. But why don't we just hold cat like this? You know? Or if you want to be real tricky, you can get up on the corner of this box, just barely. You can hold it like this. This is the super pro angle. But you can just hold it from here. It's totally fine. See that from the box? Yeah. But you got to be really... You got to practice it. It's like a pixel. Yeah. And here we're kind of just out in the open. And you see how much nicer it would be if we were playing A. If we were behind these boxes. We could just throw our Omen flash out as this Reyna blind came. Our positioning here is just not the best.
Cover going out.
Revealing area.
Enemy spotted B.
Aggressing on our eco. I love it.
A.
Spike spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, flash is good. Yeah. I don't think we've casted a single teleport.
Was traveling. Stealing some.
Same idea. Look at our flash. We're never going to get value out of that flash. We threw it before they came out. And we threw it like perpendicular to their exit. You need a heavy penetration weapon for this. Sheriff, Ares, Odin, Operator. No, that's not a corner, my friend. Oh, you better pray your teammates got you.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, they got you. Team faked.
10 seconds. Spike plant. Last player standing.
Smoking yourself there be worth it? Maybe.
One enemy remaining.
You need to tap that thing yesterday, dude. He's gonna ult it. Okay, so now I'm gonna tell you the play. I've been in this exact scenario and won this round, and this is so big brain. So you smoke the bomb, and you need to TP back onto it with perfect timing, such that you land on the bomb and start defusing right as the Brim ult disappears, and that's how you win this round. No, you didn't do it fast enough. Round's over. The bomb's not defusable now. Okay, he missed the molly, so it actually would have worked.
Now, what's another day?
There's no time now. I'm pretty sure I was actually really tight on my timing. So I would have started defusing like now. Yeah, and here comes the ring. Yeah, there's the ring. I would have been maybe 0.2 left on the timer. I would have won the round if he didn't kill me.
What's another day?
Last round before the switch.
I learned that because I was playing a Haven game. This is in like Radiant at this point, and I was in that exact clutch scenario and I died. And JG in my ear was like, dude, wait, what if you'd like TP'd in? I was like, whoa. And then like 10 games later, same scenario, and I TP'd back and like clutched. I'm like, dude. It's such a rare scenario. I'm surprised I just saw it in a VOD.
Here.
Okay. You even same time by TP? Yeah, so Trey Chess, it's because of the Brimstone ult. Because there's a Brimstone ult, you can't walk to the bomb without dying. If you time the Brimstone ult such that your TP finishes right as the ult disappears, you can stick the bomb. Okay?
Let's go. Need a drop.
That's a weird smoke.
Cover going out.
Yeah, I have a lot of random 5-head plays like that show up one every 50 games. But once you have 50 of them, it's one every game. I don't know when to flank. I wish I could tell you.
Be safe.
It's it.
Good rule of thumb, if you're on an eco round and they're not, flanking's pretty good. Knowing when to flank is like, could probably write an entire book on that. Yeah, we're getting caught on this retake again. Okay. Pay more attention to pro player positioning when holding sites and util usage. So when we hold sites, this is where we're weakest, okay? Because we don't have game knowledge right now. When we're like retaking or just fighting kids, we're owning. We're way above the bar for gold 2, okay? But our preparation is trash, right? We've only been playing the game for a month. We need to really pay attention to this when we're watching a pro, okay? So let's pick one. What's a Japanese Omen pro that you watch? Let's just watch one, because I know they'll all play like this. It doesn't matter who we watch. Yeah, gold 2 for a month is really good. Name drop somebody. See who we should watch. I don't know who plays smokes for Zeta. Sugar Zero. Omen, Ascent. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, he plays smokes for Zeta. Perfect.
Nice.
And you're right, they just have their minimap on. Does he play Omen? He does this game.
Good.
Push K.
Huh? Okay, I'm dead.
Flash.
Aggressive aim in with a teammate. Unfortunate. I want to see them hold A. Oh, here we go. There's something we just learned, okay? You didn't do this once.
Careful, angle. Yeah, shot.
That brim was ready, dude. Holy cow.
見とるなあと。ガチ。ちゃんと見とるな。
ビクロビクロビクロビクロ。
オッケーオッケー。
Okay. Oh, wait. Retake flash?
まだ今パ。
Oh, yeah. His team can swing off that. Okay, so you get the idea? Zoo. We're watching pro players and mostly paying attention to how do they hold. So here we have a shotgun crossed with a teammate with this smoke. I think the kind of smoke that Brim did is worth it on entry. Yeah, yeah. On eco rounds, that smokes like that are really tricky. I throw smokes like that a lot on ecos. Unfortunate. So just watch pros playing your agent on your maps and go, how do they hold these sites? Here we go. He's jump spotting heaven. Remember when I said don't just throw your smoke without info? Well, he's gathering some info first. Okay. Does he see one? No, but it makes sense that one could be here. And he's got huge numbers advantage, and his second smoke recharged. So he's casting one because he wants to get more value out of this ability, because he's going to get another smoke now in 30 seconds. Okay? New one way just dropped.
Okay, okay.
What a noob. This professional Omen player sucks. And you see, remember when I said it's okay sometimes to just contest? And yeah, they're on eco, but look, he's just swinging a fight. Smokes don't have to play that safe. All right, how's he play this? Because you got caught in these scenarios all the time.
Ay.
Look at that. Okay, so that's how he tried to handle this scenario. Remember, this happened to you all the time. Your teammate died aim in your tree. You're like, what do I do? Well, now we found a solution to your problem. You tossed this type of awkward smoke outside the door and tried to peek on one side of it. Isolate a fight. He did not use his flash. Notice that. Because the flash is just bad there.
Shut up.
Okay? So I want you doing this. What we were just doing. You pick any pro who plays smokes. Okay? And you watch them play Omen or Brimstone or, you know, whatever agent you pick on whatever map. And you take some notes, okay? Go, yo, I face these issues a lot. How do I deal with them? Then you go watch him and you're like, oh, he does that. That seems pretty good. And that's kind of what we're missing, okay? And on offense, we're going to do similar. So we're going to, I haven't even watched, but I know it's going to be similar. Watch same pros and pay attention to smoke timings and flash usage. Okay, that flash is huge on Omen. And when and where we throw it, it's really important for how we hit sites, okay? And I mean, your like raw aim itself is way better than gold 2. So we just have to learn a bit from the pros, come into our games a little more prepared. We're going to feel like a god, like an absolute god. I recommend you do like one map at a time. Start with Ascent. We just reviewed Ascent. Watch some more of these VODs. Take some more notes. Queue up for ranked. Hope you get Ascent. And one more map after that. Another map, another map. And then eventually you're going to be like, dang. I heckin' love playing Valorant. Okay. So we just need to invest a little time into research. I've got to refresh to save our notes. Thank you for the VOD. Appreciate everybody showing up. We're going to have to call it there, unfortunately. I've got to go edit the video for today, and I've got a session with a private student coming up. Yeah, Trace, yes, I will be trying to schedule something like this. I'm looking for something like a 5-stack stream, if that makes sense, where I'll do that like once a week, because I know people want to watch that type of content. The solo queue is like hit or miss. All right, thank you everybody for showing up. I'll be back this evening, Mad Banana stream, if you want to catch that. Not high quality VOD reviews, insulting VOD reviews, making fun of people. It'll be funny. Discord says you don't accept VODs for lower than silver. Yes, that is the case. Go onto my YouTube, Miss Pebbles. I have a guide for anyone to get to gold, and it works. I've tested it. Takes a month of daily practice. So if you're serious about getting gold, getting your VOD reviewed, follow that guide, put in your daily practice, and then bring a VOD once you're gold. Thank you everybody for showing up. Have a nice day. Appreciate everybody coming around. See you tonight.